time to go through all the lineups that I just made. They're pretty self-explanatory, but I feel like it'd probably be best to try and optimize lineups that one could possibly throw in each map. So for the first one, I'm just gonna go into this corner right here, then throw it. It hits anyone who's walking past that little choke. I try and get it as close to the center of this as I can, even though there's like this little area over here, you rarely see people peeking it. Like this. And throw. And it's gonna hit right behind the box, so whoever's holding post plant. Is this even recording? It isn't. Then there's this one. So you just gotta hug this wall, aim up here, and then throw. And then it lands on the stairs out here. So that's for if you have intel that people are running up mid, and like your sniper missed a shot up here, and they're trying to fall back. You can throw a timely, teleport right there, hits anyone on the stairs, and yeah, they are whisked away and you get a free kill. Also be good for that. So you're gonna want to go into this corner, aim up here, throw, and then it lands right there, dead center. And yeah, if they're hiding in that corner, you can easily get them out before you take sight, because no one really checks that corner, even though they should. We're more focused on all of these angles, like trying to not die from those angles. So this is a really free spot for people to camp, so it's probably best if you throw something there beforehand and yeah, help your team out. And there's this one. You just go on this side, and then you aim at this line right here, throw, and it lands on the stairs. So this is if you just want to go for a free pick right off the bat, go for like a full team rush, you know the drill. Or you just go up here, close to the edge of the box, and then you aim right about here, throw. Yeah, it doesn't hit as far, but it's a little bit safer. You're out of the line of sight of the door, besides right there. Goes to the window backside. So you aim right about here, throw, and then it will bounce right behind here, hit anyone holding that angle back there. Stand in this corner, and then you aim about dead center right here. And then it clears that corner right over here. Put yourself into it, and then there's an invisible line, you aim about dead center. You bounce off the pot, and then boom, you hit that corner. That's if you're trying to execute and you're splitting through mid. And there's another one right here, just so you can get a solid one onto where the default plan is, from what I see. Yeah, just hits dead center right there. This one is pretty difficult. I never see anyone in this spot, so I think it is a pretty solid throw. So it lands right about, let me see, right about here. Yep, and it lands, clears almost the entirety of Sniper's Nest, which is really good if you're trying to execute through here, which a lot of times if you're over here you definitely are. And this one is another one to clear Sniper's Nest, so you look up very close to this power line right here, and you pivot, and boom. Yeah. And this one is kind of the reverse. You just aim right over here, make it hit the back wall, bounce off. If you can hear a lot of footsteps and you have a teammate who's peeking downstairs down here and they get shot at, you can easily just throw that, help out your teammate without leaving your sniper perch. Pretty solid, very easy to line up. sit right behind this corner right here. And then you can aim your crosshair just about here. Throw it. Pretty good if they haven't already executed on the site. It'll hit just about everyone in this area. We're in this corner and we are aiming all the way back right there. And boom, hits back sight. So yeah, you're gonna want to aim right about here, standing in the center, and that will throw right there. So if you are executing on the site and there's someone hiding and jiggle peeking here, they usually get one or two of your teammates whenever you execute out. So if you want to stop your teammates from feeding, you can just throw that. Lands right about here. So anyone in it, kind of screwed. So the next one is right up here. I want to aim up, and once it is on the top of the F, right there, I want to throw. I'll go through the glass and hit their rush. Alright, this next one, pretty silly. So we're going to want to be at the top of the stairs right here, and we want to aim just about dead center right here. If you see it goes past the box, that's exactly where you want to be on the map. And then you throw it, it'll bounce, and it will hit right at the edge of the box. So anyone behind the box will get hit because they're within line of sight. I believe it doesn't require line of sight, but it lands right there. Right at this wall. And then aim, and shoot right about here. That's more to support your team who's pushing mid, and if someone is jiggle peeking this box right here, and you don't have anyone coming from up there, this will land just about there. And it will force them to back away, and then your team can push. Retake, or if they're pushing A through mid, so we're going to want to go all the way up right against this wall right here, throw it. You want to hug this wall right here, and you're going to want it to be on this wall right there. I try to aim for the bottom corner of it, throw it, it's going to bounce off, and it's going to hit dead center of this doorway. So if people are actively pushing in, that's a really good place to throw. We're going to go into this corner. Aim for the far side of the box. So once it is on the far side of the box on your map, so right about there, gonna want to throw. Boom. It's the far side of the box, and if they jump down too late, it'll also get them too. You don't want to throw it from up here because they can see your head. If they have one nitro wall, or if they jump, or if you have tiefling ears, they can see your head. So for this one, you're going to walk into this corner until you can see that full balloon. You're going to aim at the center of it, and you're going to throw. And then that hits back mid, so if someone's playing there with a sniper, and they're sitting in this corner, stand at the back corner of this box, and you are going to aim up about here, throw, and it's going to hit the entirety of A plat. So for this next one, we're going to go all the way over to B site, and we're going to start off with a very simple one. We're going to be behind cover back here, right about here, and we're going to throw right there. And it's going to get everyone, including behind that box. So if they're pushing out, they are quite screwed. This can also be changed slightly if they have a nitro on their team and you want to hit the nitro on top of the box that has the little jump wall up here to hit you whenever you try and peek out. You can also adjust for that too. Go into this corner and position our mouse out. Then they are quite screwed, which this is a very common place for people to hide. A little corner right here we're going to want to go into aim center right here, and once we see our point kind of in the center of the E on the bottom. We throw it, and then boom, it's right behind this box. So this one, we're going to want to be right at the bottom of the stairs, right in this corner. We're going to want to aim up, and once our crosshair is kind of at a corner right here, we're going to want to throw. And then this one hits the entirety of the back right there. So if we're going to throw it one more time, yeah, it hits this entire corner right here. So if you're pushing from there, and you know that diffuser is back here and someone may be camping on it, it's free. So for this next one, we're going to want to go into this corner right here, and we're going to aim 2/3 up, throw, and then it should land right there in the corner. Everyone loves camping in this corner, so if they're trying to execute onto site, if they're preparing to, and they decide that they want to take an off angle against these people in this corner, well, they're going to have a bad time. This next one is just an adjusted angle for that. So we're going to go here, and we're going to aim very far down right here, throw, and then it'll land on the other side. So if we know there's no one in the corner, well, we can adjust for that too. So for this next one, we're going to want to go into this corner, and then aim just below that little tail thing, and then it should show right here, it's just below the end of side path. We're going to throw, and then it'll bounce once, and it'll hit right behind that box. So we know people love running up and ego peeking this box. If they're anywhere on this box, it'll hit them, and if they are down here, it'll also hit them up to here. Probably get it closer, right about there in the corner. Yep. So that'll hit them if they are anywhere next to that, as long as they're not completely hugging this angle, which you'll probably see a lot of people do. As long as they're not completely hugging this angle, if they're even a step away, they will get hit by that. So this next one, we're going to want to run up here. We want to be lined up with this board kind of in the center. And we're going to aim kind of at this little golden outline right here. We're going to throw, and it should land right at the back of the brick. So if you know there's a sniper lineup waiting to take your head off, and you really want to do something about it, so we're going to go right into this corner right here. Look at this wood, go straight up, and your crosshair should be right hugging at the bottom of this line. And then we're going to throw, and then it should hit that entire corner segment. So anyone who is camping top mid is going to be hit by that. So if they are even hugging this wall right here, they are going to be in a bad situation. So this next one, we're going to go into this corner right here, and we're going to aim right about here and throw. And so whoever is camping this angle right here that we are super scared of, we can just snuff them out. It should hit right about here. So anyone in any corner right here should get hit. Now this next one is in garden. We're going to go quite dead center in garden actually. We're going to go right up here, over just above the G. We're going to aim at kind of the center of this tarp. And once your thing is right here on the stairs, we're going to throw. And then it goes past the invisible wall and right there. So this next one, we're going to want to be hugging this wall right here a little bit, and we're going to aim at the top left of the short, throw, then that'll hit almost anyone right next to the zip line. So for this one, we're going to want to be kind of in the center right here. We're going to want to aim just about right here, and we're going to throw, and it'll hit that box right there. So if your team is pushing up here, and there's someone hiding behind this box right here, or this box right here, they will get hit. This next one is from Sacrity, so if you are going to be holding from here, we can go up here, drop up on, go into the corner, and then throw, it's right about there. And it will hit that entire corner right next to the zip line. So if you hear someone rappel up, you can hit them. So this next one, we're going to go to top mid. We're going to aim right here. And once you see it go through the leaves of the plant right down here, throw. And it will hit right in the center, right there. So this next one, we're going to want to go into this corner right here. And we're going to look at the top right of this big space meteor type thing. Throw when it's just about in the center. And boom, it'll hit dead center. So we're going to go right over here. We're going to aim up right through this window, and once we see it just about in this corner right here, we are going to want to throw. And that is going to hit the default plant site on the back side. So anyone in this corner is kind of screwed and they're forced to either run away or peek your team. So for the next one, we're going to want to run right here, sit in this little corner, and we're going to want to aim right about here. And that will land right on the corner of the box, which if you're going to make a very aggressive peek, there's just about always someone standing on this box or at the head angle right behind it, and this will hit both of them. Because it lands right about there, that hits everyone in this little area. So as long as they are using cover, they are destroyed. For this next one, we're going to want to be in this corner right here next to the tree. And then we're going to look at this corner right here. And we're going to aim just under it. So as long as it's on the corner right here, it should be fine. It'll bounce, and then it'll hit anyone in that doorway. This next one is from the center-ish of back sight, so we're going to want to stand right about here. And then we're going to aim just up, right about here. And then we are going to throw. And that'll hit anyone who's on the shard back there. So if you hear someone break the shard, chances are they're probably going to get it. So that will hit anyone who's on it, or whoever is aggressively rushing site. Or if you just want to back your teammate up who's getting shot at from here, and they back out, you can throw that. And they should be fine. They wouldn't want to mess with your util. This next one is kind of the inverse of another one to go. So we're going to want to go over here into kind of a corner. And while this is right in our face, we're going to aim right about here. And we're going to throw. And that'll just bounce off the wall, hit that doorway. So anyone who's playing back here, which is quite common. So we're going to want to go between these two stones where there's grime, and we're going to aim just back here, and when your crosshair is dead center, we're going to throw. And that should hit anyone who's in that cubby on that site. This next one is just an adjustment, so instead of here, we're going to be right about here. We're going to aim just at the dead center of that. So we are going to hit the dead center of that. This next one is in side path. We're going to want to stand on the P-in path, so right here. And we're going to aim just about at the center point right here. And throw. And that will hit anyone right behind that box. So if your teammate is being pressured and you are rotating over. This next one is a bit cheeky, so we're going to go into defender spawn. And this one is if you're rotating away and you hear people in mid, we're going to stand kind of in the center right here. And then we're going to aim into the leaves until we see it right there. Going to throw. And that will hit just about anyone in that corner. So if they're pushing your team at mid and you want to do some help, but you're a little bit far away, you can still be a bit of a nuisance to the enemy team. These two boxes, aiming right over here, and we're going to want to throw when it's right about there. Throw. And that will hit anyone who's right behind that crate. So for this next one, we're going to want to stand in this corner right here. We're going to want to aim just about here and throw. And then that should clear out this first little wagon that people like to play behind and post plant. And we are going to aim not so high, we're going to aim right about here. And as long as it is in the stairwell, it should be fine. So we're going to aim right there. And it'll land in the center of the stairwell, which it's a very popular spot for people to hold the stairwell whenever you're coming in. This next one, we're going to stand in this corner right here. And it looks like it is there, so we're going to throw. And boom. It hits that whole corner right there. This next one, we're going to go right below here on the window. Into this corner. Then we're going to aim right up here. And then we are going to throw when we are at the corner of the rock. So we're at the corner of the rock, we're going to throw. And then it should land after about 4 seconds, and it will clear out this annoying ass angle that people who play smokes love to play. This next one is just a silly gimmick one for the top of stairs. We're just going to aim right up here. And if it is on the second staircase right here, we're going to throw, and it will hit the entire bottom of staircase. So if we have teammates pushing through here, a lot of people, like whenever they're holding the staircase up here, if they hear footsteps, they're going to pivot down here. Well, they can't do that now. They're gonna have to push out, or they'll be stuck in your trap. So for this next one, we're going to go over here, right to this corner, stand in the center, and then we are going to throw when we are just about right here. Throw. And then voila, whoever is sitting in that corner trying to get an early pick on your team, whenever they pass through, well, they can't do that anymore. My third throw to the fucking rock, because screw people who sit in that corner specifically. So we're going to aim just about here. And once it's at the corner of the rock, again we throw, and they're stuck in the corner. Low forward, so we're going to be parallel with the center of this blue one. And we're going to aim until we are just about at the side of that door. Throw. And then that'll get most of the people who are walking into B main. This next one is a spawn camp one, so we're going to run right out here, go to the center of this wall. We're going to see a piece of dirt on the wall. You can use that to base where you're going to stand. And as long as your thing is on the side of this wall right here, you can throw. And it hits that entire gate. So this next one, we're going to hug this wall right here. And we're going to aim sort of dead center right here. And once your dot is on the center of the R and portal, so right there, we're going to throw. And it's going to get that half of that corner. So if people are playing post plant right here, they like to sit here with marksman rifles. And if the bomb is planted right here, they can just sit right here. And, well, they can't anymore. They're safe in this corner, but I don't think they'll be able to get to the corner in time. So this next one is very situational. We're going to want to come all the way over here into this little corner, and then we are going to just aim right about at the side of the house until our crosshair is at the center of a link. So right there. And yeah, you just get anyone who's going into the portal. Go all the way up to this corner. Then we are going to aim until our bomb is in that little nook over there. Throw. And anyone in that corner or pushing from the vent over here, they're gonna have a pretty bad time. We're going to be to the left of the light a little bit, and as long as our aim is all the way over here, we should be fine. Right about there. And it hits that whole corner. And a little bonus tip, you can hop up here. And you can also stand and stare at this vent in this corner. If you're a nitro, well, You can put up a wall right here and you can stare at this corner and you're practically invincible until they break your wall. This next one is just from back sight to the back of this box right here. It's pretty easy. If you're having a gunfight over here and you notice one of them go back here, well, you can get a free pick. And it's really not all that difficult to do. You just have to line it up a little bit. And then they're dead. This next one, we're going to stand in this corner right here. And then we're going to aim right about at the center of that tarp right there. We're going to throw. And then it will hit that entire corner. So if you know that someone likes to play backside and they like to play in this little rat angle, well, you can punish that quite easily. And they can't get out of it. So for this next one, we're going to stand right here, and we're going to aim left way up, right at the end of that. We're going to throw, and it blows on you pushing in mid-yard. And there's this one in mid-yard, so we're going to throw right here, toss, and then it hits anyone in that angle that is watching mid for whatever reason.